Hello, this is Puda Being with Mother's Gems, here to give you the weekly reading for August 18th through the 24th of 2009. Again, this is the weekly reading for August 18th through the 24th. If you would like to schedule a regular reading, the information is down in the description of the video. And if you would love to give a love offering, that information is always also there as well. All right, so I ask that you choose 1, 2, or 3 cards, or you can choose more than one, however many you are led to choose, and whichever one you're led to choose. It is all up to you. Stay woke. All right, so we're going to get started. We're going to get started with the first card, number 1. 5 of Swords, reverse. A lot of you are going through a time where you're experiencing a lot of conflict in your life, whether it's relationships or situations that are, they're really taking a toll on you mentally and emotionally. Like, you've really tried to give your all. You've really tried to persevere and give things second chances and give things a try, but they're just not working for you. And now you're in a time where you just feel like you're in an emotional upheaval. This card is a sign that you always persevere through things, but now is the time that you pick yourself up and move forward for the necessity of your healing and your emotional well-being. When you see the 6 of Swords in reverse, it's a card of saying you're stopping your progression, that there's something better out there for you, but you're taking shit, basically. You're basically settling for what it is that you deserve, whether it is in your job or whether it is in your relationship. I get a lot of you are going through a lot of relationship issues with someone, and they've shown their true colors, and now you feel like you're vulnerable to their words, because you do love this person and you really want to show that you have been there like you said you would be, but they haven't shown you themselves, their true selves. I mean, they have shown you their true selves, but they haven't shown their worth of that love, because they have hurt you endlessly. And there's a volatile conflict here. You're not settling right. You're in emotional distress, and it's really a time for you to break away and move on and move forward. A lot of you are experiencing a lot of setbacks. Some of you may have been supposedly moving, or supposedly going on to another job, or going on to another place, or travel. It's just being postponed right now, and it's causing a lot of conflict and a lot of stress in your life. But this is a card of reminding you that yes, there's setbacks and stuff in your life, but you need to make the necessary changes that you can control to help alleviate that, because there's no other option at this point for you. There's no other, well, let me just wait and see if things are going to get better. You already know things aren't going to get better, and at this point, you're stopping yourself from progression. Stay woke. Card number 2. 5 of Cups reverse. 5 of Cups, not in reverse. 5 of Cups is saying, this is the card of you crying over spilt milk. This is of you, looking back in your past and having a lot of resentment and a lot of regrets, and really not moving on from that pain and that hurt. So if you pulled this card, now is the time for you to gather up what you have left so that you can move forward to something that's better for you. You can't keep... If you harbor any resentment against anyone, if you're harboring any, ill will, it's time for you to make amends either with yourself or that person so that you can move on. A lot of times we don't get the closure that we desire, so we have to seek closure for ourselves and understand that there are certain people who will never see your view on things, who will never see, their fault in anything. So you have to learn how to handle that and move on for the healing and betterment of yourself, because when you see the 5 of Cups appear in your card, this is saying, you're really hanging on and replaying and reliving things of where you were done wrong and where things have gone wrong. But this is a card of admitting to the times where you allowed yourself to be treated unfairly, where you saw red flags or where you saw things going wrong, and you should have stood up for yourself, but you didn't. So it's time for you to forgive yourself so that you can move on. Because see, look here, this person is crying or sad over these 3 cups that are spilled, not realizing there are 2 cups ready for them to be filled and ready for them. There's opportunities coming your way. Things may not be panning out how you originally planned for them, but this card is also saying it's time for you to let go of what you're normally used to. It's time to let go of that pain or that sadness, because you have better and bigger opportunities coming for you that'll be most prosperous for you. I know it's a difficult time for you right now, but it is really time for you to move on and move forward, because it's hindering your development and it's hindering your outlook on life and on love and on things. It's causing you to become a little bit pessimistic, and you're beating yourself up over this, and that is not what you're supposed to be doing. When we're healed, we're not supposed to beat ourselves up. You're supposed to admit where you've gone wrong, where you can do better, so that moving forward you won't take these lessons that you've learned, these sad lessons. It's time to move on. Stay woke. All right, card number 3, the Strength in reverse. When you see the Strength in reverse card, it is saying that you've come through, you're currently, everything is not going your way right now. You feel like you have no control. You feel like, the world is upside down. And for a lot of you, this may cause your attitude to become a little more aggressive. This may cause you to become mean and lash out and not be your normal self. The Strength card is reminding you to find your balance, find your energy, restore your inner self. The Strength card is calling for you to go inward within yourself, to find that light, to find your purpose, to find your positivity, to find who you originally are, in spite of all the current, upheaval that you're going through. The Strength card is to say that you're worth it. You're worth everything that you so desire, everything that you have set forth. It's just sometimes things don't happen according to plan, because that only leaves room, because it makes room for us to have better opportunities for us. But in the meantime, we can't have a pity party. We can't go inward and start getting on ourselves, thinking like, oh man, I'm horrible because I didn't do this, or I'm horrible because I didn't recognize this, I'm horrible because of A, B, C, or D. That's not the case. The Strength card is saying you're not horrible. You're not a bad person. You're not stupid. You're not silly. You're not any of those things. You're a person who, gave a chance, took a risk, stepped out on a leap of faith, and it just didn't work out. But that doesn't mean you go inward and become this person that you are not, because things are not going your way. This doesn't mean that you give up on yourself and have, negative self-thoughts about yourself because things aren't going your way right now. This is a learning lesson. Take this learning lesson, see where you can improve, see where you can leave things behind, so that you can turn the Strength card upside down, because blessings are in your favor. You just have to believe it. Whatever you think you become, you are worth it. You are valued. Stay woke. All right. If you chose all 3, keep the faith. I know there are some things in our lives that have caused us to, second guess true love, or dreams coming true, or, really amending or making amends and healing. But this is a card of saying it is time for you to release those things, and for you to believe that good things are for you, and that everything in your life happens for a reason. But you must not turn inward and start attacking yourself, because things happen. You can't predict people's behaviors. You can't predict anyone else's but your own. And this is saying that it's time for you to stop wallowing in what has happened. It is time for you to pinpoint it and heal, so that you can be a better person. So you don't have to be this person of lashing out or aggression, or this person who doesn't have faith in themselves, who just doesn't see the light, or the glass half full, because it is full for you to drink from, and to restore your inner light, to restore your self-confidence in yourself. It is time for you to move on. Yes, travel plans or things that you have put in place haven't gone through, but those weren't meant for you. It's time for you to journey on to better things, but you have to believe in it. You have to stop looking back. You have to reevaluate your actions and things. If you tie your emotions and your things into people and not in yourself, then this is something you need to work on, for standing your own ground, finding your own footing for yourself. Stay woke. All right, this is the weekly reading for August 18th through the 24th. Stay woke.